I'm Dr. Dharm Sidhu, naturopathic doctor from Canada, and I would like to talk about some of the general blocks we need to work through no matter what health issue you have. So, generally, the issue is completely denied. You have no clue what it's about in order for it to show up as a health issue. So, for example, I may have a patient say, well, I am aware that I'm angry. I'm aware that I am upset about this issue and job issue and all of that issue. And yet I have a skin issue. And I will say, well, the one you're feeling is not the one causing the skin issue. Whatever this is something you are completely clueless about. So I used to have psoriasis in my left arm, wrist, and hand. I think it was there for almost 20 years. And I told myself, I just started naturopathic medical school program, and I told myself, I'm going to keep this as an experiment because skin issues naturopathically is like the outside layer. It's a safe layer. It's not harming internal organs. Don't worry about it. It doesn't look good, but organ-wise, system-wise, it's the outside. It's a good sign. So I told myself, I'm going to leave the skin alone. I'm not going to treat it. I'm not even going to put any cream on it. I'm not going to take any medication, any herbs, nothing. I literally told my skin, don't go away till I figured out why. And this is before I knew about emotional causes of illness. And I was aware that I have a lot of anger that I need to work through around my parents, around childhood abuse stuff and all of that. I was aware of it. And yet, every now and then, I will find a completely new layer of denied, like I absolutely no idea that I was holding this particular level of intense rage that will come to the surface, and I'll be breathless from like the overwhelming, like, oh my God, this is so intense. I feel murderous right now. Um, and it would leave me, I don't know, it would probably take me minutes, maybe an hour sometimes. And the next day, a patch of skin that was dark for decades would disappear. It would just gone. And so as you can see now, I'm completely clear head. I have a tiny, tiny issue dot right here, which is also the acupuncture point for lung 7, um, grief, I assume. And it has completely cleared just from connecting to the denied issue. And I could prove it to myself, whatever the health issue is, I was clueless to what it was about. And I've even begun to just stop guessing. Like you can kind of guess. I have lung issues. I must be denying grief. I don't even bother guessing anymore. As I go through the steps, when it comes to the surface, it usually knocks the breath out of me with how intense it is. So generally, my suggestion is to let yourself feel. So this is what I say to myself. I will say, I really don't want to know what this is about. I'd rather be in intense pain and even die from this than feel this damn thing, because that is what I'm doing. So I let myself say what I am doing so that the what I'm doing, which is always driven by emotion, can come to the surface. And as I start to speak in that way, sometimes I get lucky. Like I used to have really intense pain in the occipital, the back of my head. So I started to say, I don't want to know what this is about. God, don't you dare tell me what this is about. I don't want to know that this is about. And it just came out of my mouth. I can't remember what it was now. It just came right out of my mouth. I don't want to know that this is about that. You may get lucky and you may just blurt it out. And then you're going, oh, it's that. So mostly I encourage people to be real. I don't want to know what this is about. Whatever this is, it's so painful. It's so scary. I'd rather be in illness about it. And by saying that, some kind of process will start to happen. Some fears will start to come up, anxieties come up, anger come up, and then sometimes memories come up. And that way you start to go, oh, this is a lot of pain. And I usually can feel this is a lot of pain. And I can feel how angry I am that I have this much pain in me based on events that were not my fault, but I was blamed for it. So then I let myself go through that layer. I shouldn't have to feel this much pain. It's really not fair. Just go through that layer, let it come out of you. And then you start to assess, what do I need to prepare myself to feel this emotion? So these are some of the steps that you'll have to work through. I shouldn't have to feel emotion. I shouldn't have to feel pain. This is unfair and it's not my fault. Um, what else? I can't remember. There'll be other blocks, and I'll come up with that as I continue doing more videos. But overall, these are some of the blocks that you'll have to work through so that you'll feel willing to identify the cause. And generally, I've also recognized that other events in my life are generally also already pointing to the same issue. Like I may have a conflict with a friend. And as I work out the issues, I realized that the pain I was having in my body was also pointing to the same denied issue that the conflict with a friend was pointing to. So God is always trying multiple ways to help you see this is what's going on. And most times we have to then work through, I don't like feeling fear. I don't like feeling anger. I don't like feeling sadness, because if you were willing to feel it, you will have felt it and you wouldn't be sick from it. So we have to go back to why I don't want to feel fear. And generally, I find that the emotion of fear is under all physical issues, but digestive issues, especially, you're denying that you have emotional fear. And then skin issue, you're denying that you have emotional anger. And psoriasis is stubborn anger. It's like a lot of anger, and you're very stubbornly holding on to it. And lungs, grief. Heart, I think, is heartbreak, issues of love. Liver is anger. There's lots of resources. There are lots of people that have done discovery of pointing out which issues they can be. And as we keep going, I'll happily share all that I've learned. Thank you for watching.